Greetings. You can transform hate into love, or fear into love, if you understand emotional alchemy. You see, your emotion is energy in motion. But before you get to that, you have to get the understanding that the entire universe is based on energy, vibration, and frequency. And that is happening through your psyche. That is why you are told that as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. It is not speaking about the organ in your body called the heart. It is speaking about the seat of consciousness, your awareness, the place from which thoughts generate from. Well, the good news is that everything vibrates and nothing rests. So your thoughts, they are vibrational frequency. Okay, and you have outgoing thoughts and incoming thoughts. So if you learn to block the incoming thoughts that are negative and doesn't benefit you, you can do that by being more aware and taking accountability for your thoughts and your actions. So if you monitor your thoughts daily, you would realize that your thoughts is what is influencing the way you feel. And your thoughts is what I would refer to as your belief system. And so everyone has a belief system. And so your belief system is shaping your outer reality or circumstances in life. And the reason for that is because you are the cause. Okay? And the circumstances, they are the effect. So when you understand the power of emotion, you will know that the secret to manifestation lies in your feeling, the way how you feel. Well, there is actually a feeling of certainty that everyone could identify themselves with. There are times when you feel so sure and so confident about something. And just as you would have felt, that was exactly how things work out for you. And you was 100% sure. As sure as the sun is gonna rise each morning and give you the dawning of a new day, and then set in the evening, so too there is a lot of certainty. You see, our life is being shaped based on how we go to bed and how we awake. Therefore, whichever feeling or emotion that dominates your mind just before you go to bed, or dominates your mind throughout the day, that would mean how you would fall asleep and go to bed, and that would mean also how you would awake. That's the reason why I would have written a book called Your Mood is Your Fortune. And your mood could also be your misfortune. So, for example, the rich man, the poor man, the beggar man, the thief. It's all emotional alchemy that is taking place. Just that some is performing this alchemy unconsciously, while others can perform it consciously. That's the reason why I'm teaching you how to learn to believe in yourself, love yourself, and embrace yourself, and accept the fact that your real identity is your divinity. So if you accept the fact that you are a divine being, and that you are a mass of energy, and energy cannot be created or destroyed, but it can be transmuted, then you start to work on transmuting your energy into the equivalent of whatsoever you desire in this three-dimensional physical wall of matter. And you can only do it by learning to activate or generate the right kind of feeling towards yourself, towards others, and towards the world. Which means that having knowledge about yourself is very empowering. Having knowledge about your anatomy, your physiology, your biology, your psychology, your entire being, Understanding that imagination is what creates reality. Understand the power of awareness, and you becoming more aware. And you practicing mindful breathing daily, mindful thinking, and you practice visualization, meditation. You do all of these things daily and practice to have a positive inner conversation, because we all do involve in self-talk. So my brother and my sisters, if you need emotional healing and you walk towards emotional healing, you definitely gonna heal yourself emotionally if you would definitely accept that your real identity is your divinity. And you start to think more positively and you focus your energy inwardly instead of outwardly. That is why for years I've been teaching people never to look on the outside for a Lord or a Savior or a Redeemer, because no one is gonna come to save you or redeem you. You are responsible for everything that's happening in your life, because you are walking around with certain feelings, certain emotion. And I'm saying to you, the more positive thoughts that you cultivate about yourself would mean the more positive thoughts that you will cultivate about others, the more positive thoughts you will cultivate about your entire surrounding. So it's very important that you live a positive, uplifting and fulfilling life by learning as much as possible about yourself. That's the reason why I would encourage you to get good books and read good books. Like for example, The Power of Awareness is a good book that you can read by Neville Goddard. Uh, uh, Feeling is the Secret is another good book. Also, As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. And Feeling is the Secret is by Neville Goddard, okay? So there's so many self-help authors and also so many mindset coach that is all around the world we can get in touch with, myself being included. And I'm saying to you that if this message finds you, it is because you're ready for this message of self-realization. It is because you're ready to look within, to discover that true salvation is self-realization, and that God in man is man's awareness of being, man's consciousness. So, if you're listening to me and all your life or even lately, you've been suffering emotionally, you've been facing a lot of, mind chattering, and you want to control your mind, you want to be at peace, you want to stay calm, cool, collective. If you want these things to be a part of your everyday life, well, there are everyday things that you have to practice to do to keep you in alignment. Because anyone who's getting results in their life that they do not want, it is because they're out of alignment. For example, all of nature is still in alignment and always in alignment. And when the sun comes out and it shines upon all of nature, nature is in the receiving mode. Nature is always in the attitude of gratitude and thanksgiving, because it's always in alignment. And when you look at nature, nature always brings forth bountifully. I look at nature every day of my life as my greatest teacher and revealer, revealing everything that science and technology could ever reveal to you. There are men and women who can go and learn about neuroscience, but you can look at nature and learn the same thing. There are people who can study quantum physics and all of these things. Okay? But you can look at nature and you learn all of these things, because everything is hidden in nature. And everything that you see in nature is within you. Everything is in your consciousness. Everything is in your awareness. So my brother and my sisters, I'm saying in short that emotional alchemy is very important. Be the master of your destiny. Be the Lord and Master of your entire life by taking responsibility for your thoughts and your actions. In short, the way you feel. Carry around every day positive and uplifting feeling. And accept the fact that there will always be positive and negative. Which means, if you will accept the fact that you are God and you are the devil also, then you're ready for this journey. Most people cannot look in the mirror of life and accept that they are the devil. They rather believe that there's some outside entity that would affect their life negatively, when it is their own thoughts that is creating their reality and creating their personality. So my brother and my sisters, I'm saying all of this just to get you to think, and also as a reminder that your higher self is God. Therefore, use your God power to achieve your every desire by utilizing emotional alchemy. And alchemy is where you transmute your energy into matter. In short, is where you transmute the formless into the form. So you have an idea, you have a goal, you have a dream, you have something you like to achieve in this life, and you do not know how it's going to happen, but you have that burning desire, believe in that burning desire, and start to take action, even though you haven't seen anything happen as yet. And I'm telling you that a series of events will take place in your life, and it will definitely come to pass. Because while you're not seeing anything happening, things are coming together to shape and mold the thing that you already formed in your mind, to make it a reality, for you to know that the Creator is within you and you are creating your world, and how you must create your world whichever way you want it to be. You've been given the authority. That is why you've been given a choice. Okay? So, everything is up to you. All you have to do is learn to order and wait. So with that being said, my brother, my sister, I can go on and on and on, but I'm going to come to a close, and I want to thank you very much for listening to me. Also, I want to say to you, if this is the very first time that you're listening to me and what I'm saying, if it really makes sense to you, if it really resonates with you, and you haven't subscribed already, I'm definitely encouraging you to subscribe, to like, to comment, or to share this video. Also, if you like to follow me on Instagram, you like to follow me on TikTok, you can definitely follow me at Black Mad Guru. If you like to get my books, the links are also in my description. I have more than 10 books available to you on Amazon. I also have gratitude journal. You can check them out. They start out saying, I'm so happy and grateful now for, and you name whatever you're happy and grateful for. Okay, also, if you'd like to become a part of my Patreon community, you're most welcome. I have a course there for people donating $20 or more. It's called the Inner Sun Science and Technology to Create Your Reality Consciously. And along with that is a bonus course on self-concept. Also, if you'd like to book a one-on-one with me, you can check out the app that is down below called Faith. You can do a one-on-one with me there. You can reach out to me by way of email, and we can set up a one-on-one on Zoom or on WhatsApp or whichever platform you choose. We can have a one-on-one. But the choice is yours. So my last encouragement to you is to make sure you check out all of the links that are down below, and definitely let your intuition lead you and guide you into what to do. So with that being said, I want to say peace. Love you all. I'm out.